little pumpkin. Yes, Achmed, she arrived. He's looking good. Achmed, you are just full of spunk today. So yeah, guys, this is the buffalo. We've still been working on the house every night, but this is the herd. All right, guys, let's get to the house. Kind of some update here, and then what project we're going to work on today. We've kind of got these doors installed. I don't know if this was in the last video or not, but anyway, I still have to finish screwing them in. I've only got 4 in on them, but this is the house. This is where we're at. If you notice, we are done taping. Taping is fully complete all around the house. We have the inside corners, we have the outside corners, and it's not all sanded or anything like that, but it is there. So we are on to doing number 2, the second coat. That's a relief, man. This took forever. So we have been doing this at night. Charlotte's been doing double shifts with some of the kids in the morning and then coming back at night just to try and get this done. And it has probably taken us 3 solid weeks of 2-3 hours here, 2-3 hours there, just to try and get this done. And it isn't hard, it just takes some time. So I wanted to kind of share with you a little bit, is not all the technique about doing sheetrocking, okay? I'm not the sheetrock professional. I have done it before, and I think every time I've done it in sequential houses, as time has gone on, it's gotten better, okay? So this is probably the best sheetrocking I've done, but I will say just some things that we've done that are different here than before. So first of all, one of you guys had mentioned a comment about a sheetrocking guy to go pay attention to was Vancouver Carpenter, and he gives explanations about sheetrocking. He can explain this way better than I can. I appreciate that comment. I have been on his channel, watched and rewatched multiple episodes, and he will take you around about how to do first coats, second coats, pitfalls, how to just, anyway, go watch him if you really want to know. But just some of these basic tools. So before I would use mesh tape, this time he got me turned on to this whole just paper tape. And you know, it actually wasn't that bad. But this is the coolest thing, guys. It is just a simple little paper tape dispenser. You put it over here, right there, and on your belt, and it holds it. Loved it. Just a simple tool like that makes it so much more simple. When you're just going along, you're taping, your hand is holding mud, your other one's working the mud, and then when you're done, you put it down and you whip that puppy out. Corners. Some of the other houses, we have not used corner bead on some corners. All right, so if you've ever bought one of our houses. But anyway, nah, so we actually use corner bead here, and it is installed. I think it looks great because we never used it before, and I think this looks great. Anyway, this is the stuff that we used, and the Vancouver guy was saying that he kind of gets this stuff, whatever, I don't know, a contractor supply house, but it has the metal with the paper. And you can get all different types, but so we tried the metal with the paper, and then we just cut it to length and put them up, and I've been happy with it so far, right? It's only been like 4 days and no use, so. Other thing, mud. So, we have been getting this all-purpose mud, and we've used 2 different kinds of mud. I'll say the all-purpose mud here comes in boxes that I think are like 30 pounds. Anyway, it's like 3.5 gallons. Mud is not light, it is heavy. But we could have gotten the buckets of mud, and we decided not to. I'm trying to remember all the reasons why, but these just come right out of the bag, the box, and because they're just in a bag here, and it is size big enough and small enough that you just open the bag and you just drop it into a container, and then you can mix the mud and do what you want to do, and it's a perfect size really for a 5-gallon bucket. If we had to get the 5-gallon bucket, That's a lot to mix up at one time, and it just seemed easier to like, you know what, we don't then have tons of these buckets hanging around for trash. Why don't we try these boxes approach? And then whenever each day goes by and we're done with the mud, we just put that plastic bag inside the bucket, kind of over the top layer of the mud, put the lid on, and it's just been good the next day. So I've actually liked using the boxes. All right, the other kind of mud that we've been using is a quick set, easy sand, joint compound. This is what we've been going, and really what we've been doing with that is trying to pre-fill cracks that we know are really big. And I can't show you all a pre-fill because I don't have lights everywhere, but some of up top was pre-filled, and this is anywhere where you're getting like a 1/4 inch crack or something is what we used it for. We used it on some of this attic entrance here, around the side, but it actually goes away really, really well. You really just want to make sure you kind of make that scrape down smooth, but it dries like 45 minutes. So it's that joint compound 45 is a 45-minute set. So you can get that done and then come right back and start doing things. But we've made an effort to try and pre-fill big gaps and things of that nature. So we started with that, and then we've gone over to this all-purpose joint compound. We do thin it out and we do mix this all-purpose joint compound, but it's been working really well. So today's onto this whole second coat. The other thing that I do want to show you that has been fun is we decided to buy ourselves a rolly cart. I don't know what you call these things. It's a Metal Tech platform thing. Anyway, this thing was not that expensive, and we have over 10-foot ceilings here, and to do taping on ladders was going to be a nightmare. So, you know, going from one to another. I did think about getting a platform that you could just go from one ladder to the next, but sometimes people call me a little rotund, and so I don't know if that was going to be working for my weight class. But either way, it was just going to be so much more difficult to maneuver. Moving 2 ladders, you can only get so close. And you get the 6-foot, the 9-foot, you know, it's just adjustable, but it just was kind of annoying. But, so we went with this. Now I did think about stilts, and that gets into the weight issue, right? Stilts are made for about 12-year-olds and anybody of light stature. But grown men that have any kind of masculinity to them, it just doesn't work. But the platform is really nice. It's really sturdy, and the kids enjoy just wheeling us around. I'm sure it's just the funnest thing in the world, and we can set it to different heights. And Pumpkin's just gonna take care of all these screw holes on the ceiling while I'm jibber jabbering. I think it was like a couple $100, right? I
think so.
So it wasn't bad at all. So those are some of the tools that we've been using that it's been a little different from last times we've ever done it. So, but yeah, go check out that guy, Vancouver Carpenter. He does a really good job explaining all the details of taping and mudding. I'll just say that it's really not that hard. It's just a matter of doing it over and over and over and over again in room to room to room to room. So bathrooms are done. I'll show you real quick. I have not done any of the tape up top in any of there, but we did not bring, well, whatever, talk to my wife, but she did put a piece here, but generally we try to stop it right at the top of any of the surround. But all the tubs are in. The last tub that we got in was the master. I don't even know if you can see it in here. We got in the master tub. I have never put in tubs before. And so, you know, you're always a little cautious, but it got in, and it started getting fairly simple by the time you were done with it. So it wasn't too bad. Get some good tools, guys. That's all I wanted to say about the tools, right? We need to get to these attic entrances, get those kind of framed out, get some way to seal those things off a little bit. We've been seeing some rather large bugs here or there, and one of them was in the attic. So we want to seal those suckers off, and then get to all the rest of this joint second coats. We have had to open up an extra cavity over here, attic entrance, if you want to call it that. When we cut this open, we thought, man, this is probably the best spot. It's a little narrow height-wise here, but we got to get an opening here because we had to run our wires, and this is our Starlink internet cable wire. All of these are the HDMI or the Cat 6 cables here. Those have been sent in. And the reason we had to do that was because, cut the hole, it's a long way to go from the end of the house here all the way down and through there, getting past everything. So we thought, well, let's just cut a hole. And come to find out, there's wires and AC lines right there. So we're gonna not use this attic entrance very much. But yeah, let's get that one framed out. We have one more else down there to frame out, and then it's just getting around to these second coats. 22 3/8. 22 1/4, so maybe we did 2 22s 1/4.
Okay.
Alright, so 2 22s 1/4. Yeah, because then we're going to do the measurement off those for the other things. Alright, so what we're really doing here, guys, is we're just going to be putting a trim piece at the top. So let me show you. Well, at the bottom. So up here, we're just going to put a 1x4 that we're going to trim down in the middle to put right here. And what we're just going to do is just a drop piece of plywood down on top. And pretty simple, right? All of the insulation in the attic is all up at top, so the entire thing is insulated and air conditioned. So it really doesn't matter about leaks, but we're gonna get these side ones here, and it's just really gonna be a simple design like that. Just a drop down, hold, and then up. Once we get these 2 side ones, we'll get the 2 length measurements. Charlotte's do all the cutting for us, which is nice. All right, Clark, I do not want the compressor in here because it's gonna be really loud.
Yes.
So just wrap it around the corner or something. All right, so Charlotte got these things cut down, the 1x4s. So we'll see how they fit. Bring those guys down flush. Now let's get our measurement. Let's go 30 1/4 chubby.
Okay, it's the other side.
Oh, this is gonna be a bear to reach. I'm gonna have to get sexy on the ladder here for a second and start strutting it. All right, let's do 30 1/4 skinny.
Okay, so quarter.
So 30 1/4 fat, 30 1/4 skinny.
All right.
Tell you what, this little jigsaw thing has been sweet for actually doing it. We started doing that black routering thing that just had that little spinny blade. I'd break those things off, but anyway, so I then started using this one. It's actually been really nice. Really good. What do you think, dog? You like it?
Yep.
For doors, windows, those are gonna be really handy.
Yes.
All right, let's get the other 2 pieces.
One says skinny.
One says skinny.
Yeah.
Skinny.
So she's holding skinny.
You got skinny, I got fat. I got a little bit of a chub. See? Even fat things have a place in life. All right, give me a little bit of skinny going on as I dance my way into some seductive positions.
Woo!
Work it, work it!
You got it, baby.
Forever keep skinny listed right here.
That's right, skinny, just to remind you.
All right, there's one. Now we are gonna put some trim on the bottom, but not today.
It's not that.
We need to go get some OSB at some point, measure this out, and I guess give ourselves a little bit of a lid. All right, should I give you guys a little bit better view of what we look here?
Yeah, you wanna help him out?
So we kind of just got that whole saw and just kind of started hacking away, and we just put it right at a joint. And we came a short distance and so forth. So this is electrical wiring for the AC, I think. No, that's the sub panel. That was the wires that my dad brought over from the main one in the house to do the garage, just right there. And we're gonna get those pushed out of the way. Then we found all the coolant line, which luckily it has some insulation on it. We didn't get it too bad. We had one little cut nick here. Bugs are getting all over me, but it didn't go through. So luckily everything seems to be working. All right, let's get some measurements and then we can trim out this thing and get it done.
Can I stand up here with you?
If you don't move.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
I don't know, two of us up here, Mimi. I don't know if that's kosher.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
I heard it loud and clear.
Let's just go 22 1/4. I don't like that because it should be 22 1/2.
Yes, well, welcome to not perfect trusses.
Welcome to non-perfection.
That's right, that's all we know.
And give me 22 3/8.
So 3/8 1/4?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go get those prepped.
Let's see you work it down. Fine.
That's right, baby.
Right.
I've been working it a lot longer than you.
I know. I feel more like a potato bug whenever I work it. Isn't that right, bug?
I'm still doing 2x4s, correct? Thank you.
The 2x4 should be out there already. They call me roly-poly. Nobody. Bug, when she was pushing me around before in the other room, she's like, uh-oh, we left skid mark. Or we got a skid mark. And I was like, oh, my bad. Oh, just from the tires, right, Bug? Just from the tires. You never know. We don't want to be leaving no skid marks, right, dog?
This can hold 1,200 pounds.
1,200 pounds?
1,200 pounds.
So do you think I'm safe?
Yes. Very much.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Don't want to overweigh it a little bit here, Bug. Take that for us. Yeah, feels so much safer up here. And this, we're just gonna put it inside. Somewhere where we don't have to trim a lot, but we have to trim some. Right there. Now. Yeah, it looks good right there.
Good. Now you gotta be able to nail that sucker.
Holy mother of...
Uh-huh. I don't know how you're gonna nail that.
Someone in the attic?
Right? Throw Lorna up in the attic.
You want to go in the attic?
Why not?
All right, Bud, get on up here. Come on down!
She's probably gonna use that side for a ladder.
I'm probably not gonna use that stuff for a ladder.
It's only 1,200 pounds, Bud.
Only. Not that heavy.
I don't know. I'm getting donkey. Just don't hit that foam stuff.
No pressure.
No, no pressure at all.
You know?
No, you said me higher. I'm not that tall.
Here, Bud, stand on my shoulders.
Oh yeah.
Don't sit on my head.
I'm stuck.
You're stuck. I'm split. Ow! Ooh, ooh, man. Girlfriend, you got some girth on you. You heavy, girl.
Don't make me fall.
You huge. Alright. This is why filming sometimes takes a while and we don't get this done in 2 months. But, alright, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna nail this guy where he's at. Man, no, those things are heavy.
It's a dark abyss up there.
Yes.
They're there, I guess. Alright, go again.
Oh, no screams on the second one?
Oh man, girlfriend, I don't do that twice in a row, just the first time.
Just the first time. I only screamed like a girl once.
I know, after that,
You scream like a girl again.
I'm fully initiated.
What's initiation?
I don't know. this 32 chubby. All right, so now that's all done. It's all set up. A lid getting in there is probably gonna have to slide down under, which means we're gonna need to get these guys pushed away as much as we can and held back with something. There is a bug, I swear, right in this corner. And it's moving, I think. I saw it there a couple days ago. I swear it's a bug. Anyway, I want to kill it, but I don't want to get up there. And I think I burned the bug out, so I don't know. Oh, wish I could shoot it.
So redneck. We built a house, we're gonna shoot a bug.
Maybe get a stick and we just go poke it. Yeah, that's what we do. Just give me a long stick and I'll go poke it and see if it moves. I have the stick. I don't know if you guys can see it. Ooh, I'm holding this. Holy shnikes, you see that sucker? What is that? What is that? Is that a spider?
I don't know. Yeah. Murder it, move on.
Oh crap, it fell!
What do you think it was?
Dang it. Well, he's missing a leg.
Start flying at you, you're good.
It doesn't work.
No, that's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know what that is, man. I'm gonna, just for the sake of trying.
Yeah. I think I see that.
It's all running out and all pissed. All right, so we're gonna get these lids done, probably off camera, come back, see if they fit, and then we're gonna get wrapping up on some of this second coat stuff. All right, they're all in. This one's on, the other one's on. Pumpkin is still doing walking around stuff. We are on to the second coat. So as you tell, we just kind of started giving some stuff some tries. We can't see super well. We're gonna be texturing this, so any of these little imperfections, I'm not probably gonna sweat too much, as long as they look reasonable. So really all we're doing is we're gonna take a 10-inch blade. I've been doing it here. And we're gonna just take a big swath. Super simple. And just go along this. And I wanna go back over, I ran out of mud, but I don't know if you can even see it. There's those kinds of things, but we're just gonna take it and broaden this thing out. Charlotte's gonna work on the top to get these going. And I'm gonna be working kind of on the horizontals down here. When we get to these corners, I think we're gonna take a 6-inch blade and come over to a corner, because a 6-inch blade I think will come out to like, yeah. So that's definitely over on that side. So just as an FYI, when we get to these corners, what's gonna happen is when you do a corner here and then you turn around with the fresh mud and you go do this one, what you do is you start messing up the inside. So our approach, especially at the junction of 3 edges, is we're gonna pick like left to work on. And then when we get to the top, we'll do the ceiling section. And then when we get over to here, we'll do the wall section. And those 3 don't butt up ever against each other. And then the next day you come and do the opposite, if that kind of makes sense. So you're gonna let it dry and then come back. So that way you're not messing things up. So anyway, whatever. Or you could just use that one corner trowel and go down. But we do have one of those. So we're gonna get going on this and see how far we get.
This one's so good until you do that.
That guys look pretty decent. First time doing it, huh, dog?
Yep.
Very first line. gotta continue through that stroke and lift off.
Goodish.
I wouldn't touch anymore. It looks just fine.
Touch it.
You want perfection, but it's just second coat or first over the tape. So you got to kind of leave it alone at some point, which is the hard part.
All right. So are we not doing any corner ceilings right now?
Yeah, right there. So yeah, this is the discussion of, I think we just kind of keep doing our flats and let this stuff dry a little bit. Maybe then go over to another room and come back and then do corners and some of these other butt joints. Because mine over here, once you start doing one, it kind of interferes with the other, and I'm just like, whatever, I just got to stop. So what do you think about that?
I think it's a good idea.
All right, in the girls' room, getting this one started. So we're gonna work through the last little bit that's in our mud, then we're gonna eat lunch. So we're gonna keep working on this, going round and round. I think we're just gonna have to do this in multiple stage increments, depending on how fast things dry. And luckily the temperatures are gonna be in the 70s, or at least right around 70 for the next couple days, a number of days. So hopefully things dry out quicker, but we're gonna start with flats and then slowly try and overlap stuff and then into the corners. Corners would probably take 2 days to do. Yeah, so it's looking good. Hopefully the end of the month of February, we will be in this house. That's our hope. And we're still trying to push it, right? I know we keep pushing it back, but you know, if you don't have a goal for something, I guess you don't go anywhere. So anyway, we're gonna end this here. Thanks for joining along, guys. We're gonna keep sheetrocking and we'll keep you posted every once in a while. Bye.